Hello Virgos, welcome to your love reading for January 2022. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM and we can certainly set that up. I'm sorry for the delay on this. I've really had a lot of stuff going on over the past month. I'm starting to get back on track though. So got these out to you a week late. Let's see what's going on. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Virgos, for love, for January 2022. What do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to universe and closer to divine? Any messages would be greatly appreciated, and we thank you. For Virgos, January 2022, what do you see? What do they need to know? What are the energies that Virgo passed out of prior to January 2022? We have the Four of Coins in the reverse. Make sure you click on the Vimeo link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling. And in that spread, I'll have something you don't know about them in addition to if they're seeing or interested in somebody else. Death card in reversed is love energies for January 2022. What are you guys holding on to and don't want to let go of, right? And we end on the Queen of Cups in the reversed. As you move out of January and into February, make sure all the 2022 sun moon readings are up. So go check out your predictions for 2022 for your sun moon sign. 2021s are still in there. See if they rang true for you. For 2021, check them out on Facebook, Instagram, might get back on TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, donate. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. So I just feel like you guys are holding on to something here for whatever reason. I'm not entirely sure. It's out of fear, fear of loss or losing something. That's immediately what I'm getting from the Four of Coins in reverse. You're holding on very tightly to something, out of fear of losing it. It's really a false sense of security is what I'm kind of getting. So it's a person, it's the memory of a person, it's a connection with a person, but you don't want to let go. Sometimes with the Four of Coins in reverse, when I get that in a reading, I think of, and I just had this conversation with someone not too long ago that I was helping out, and I was saying to them that it's going to break. No matter, the strings are going to break, the threads are going to break no matter what, but at least you have control over the scissors, your scissors. So, it's a false sense of security in thinking, oh, if we hang on, but things are probably falling away anyways. You can't have control over that, but you can have control over which threads you cut before they break, right? So it gives you a better kind of sense of control rather than just saying, no, I don't want this to change. I don't want this to happen. Because just that's not a possibility. And what reinforces that is the Death card in reverse that I see for January 2022, which is you not wanting to let go. The Death card in reverse, which is the card of Scorpio, by the way, is being reluctant to change, resistant to change, not being able to move on, holding on to something that isn't good for you for whatever reasons. But some of you might literally be holding on to this saying, why am I still doing this? Like, I don't need this, but I feel, and it might just be because of habit. We're used to a certain thing. We're used to a certain person. Better to be with the devil than the devil you don't know, in a way. Because at least that person's, despite all their bad habits and everything is toxic about them, at least we know them, so it's predictable to us. So it's kind of weird in that sense. But I see you not wanting to let go. As you move out of January into February, I'm definitely getting the Queen of Cups in reverse as you, because I feel as though you aren't getting responses, or you aren't getting the action or the reaction that you want, or the outcome or the expectation that you want. So what's happening with the Queen of Cups in reverse is you're having a really hard time keeping your negative emotions in check. They're actually guiding your actions, guiding your thoughts. I think January and the period afterwards, you really are going to have to kind of change your mindset about how you think about things, and try to, I had another conversation with someone today about how we think of things or how we view things is actually going to affect everything in our lives. So, if you go back to you go to neuroscience or whatever, I don't mean to get totally off track here, but I look at it like, I look at the brain like a field, and if you have negative thoughts and you keep walking on that path, you're going to carve that path for you. And every time your brain, that's going to be your go-to, your coping mechanism or your go-to every time, instead of creating different paths, different ways of thinking that are more positive. So, change is good. I know change is very hard for you guys, but I think, what's happening here is not working out well for you. So you might want to think about doing things differently. Why is the Four of Coins here in reverse for Virgos? For energies they came out of. Okay, you're really connected to this person. The connection is like no other. You feel like you're intuitively connected to them, like you can read their mind. You know what they're doing. It's a sense that you've never had before. Because of that, that's why you're having a really difficult time with this. So the Temperance card in reverse, again, you're having a hard time quelling, or you were having a hard time, this is prior to January, quelling those really negative emotions, not knowing what to do with yourself, having a hard time finding inner peace and things like that. And then the Eight of Pentacles to me in reverse shows me that whatever your efforts were that you did to have a specific outcome or try to control the outcome of something, it didn't quite work out. It didn't bring you any progress, any success. Things didn't happen the way you wanted them to. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back in regards to that. And that's the Eight of Pentacles in reverse could be we're really kind of stuck in our way of thinking. We want something to happen a specific way. We're not going to expect anything less than that. That's admirable in certain situations, but I do think in this situation, I think everything was kind of calling for you to let go. It would have been in your best interest to do so, but you did not. Why is the Death card here in reverse for Virgos? What's this person? What's this energy? Okay, you're trying to work on things with this person. You feel like whatever this connection is, that it's viable. That's what you're kind of holding on to. And I think that you all tend to believe that if I put in the effort, if I try really hard, I can fix anything, I can do anything. Again, that's admirable, that's good in certain situations. I don't feel like that's the case. With the Three of Pentacles in upright, I see you trying to figure out, okay, how can this work? How can we work together? How can we improve this? And I'll say, and I've said to people before too, love is hard enough when 2 people are running towards each other, but one person's running away, it's impossible. So if the other person doesn't want to work or doesn't see the vision as you do, it's going to be really hard to kind of make that sell. Ace of Cups in the upright is the expectation, I feel, the outcome that you want, this larger than life, new love, this do-over. Things could be really good if we just, worked on this. Possibly having hopes of, birth of a child or marriage or a proposal of some sort. Ace of Cups in the upright can be a beginning, but more in a fairy tale sense, emotionally. So, I think that's where that you're holding on to the dream of that or the thought of that rather than the reality of it. And with the Seven of Wands in the upright, here's people telling you, you shouldn't be doing this or whatever, or holding on to this or what have you, and you're not having it. You're the person with the stick being very adamant and kind of saying, nope, I'm going to fight for love. This is what I'm going to do. I don't care what you all say. I'm going to make this work out for me. So, check to make sure that you aren't being a little stubborn, obstinate. Again, it's more about like, sometimes you need to step back and get a reality check, and realize, is it how you're perceiving things or the actuality of the situation and how you want it to be? And you might come to that realization as you move out of January into February. Why is the Queen of Cups here in reverse? Yeah, so I feel like something's going to happen with the Hierophant in reverse, and that's going to be indication that there's going to be no commitment possible in regards to this. I'm gonna have to hold for a second. Let me see. I think someone's knocking on my door for some reason, and I'm not sure why. So hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry about that break. Somebody was knocking relentlessly on my door. It was a Amazon person. I don't know why they were knocking, but so anyway, so getting to this, I feel like emotionally you're going to be in turmoil because with the Hierophant in reverse, which is a card of Taurus, you're gonna realize that there's no commitment to be had with this person, or this person kind of wants to go their own way, do their own thing. They don't want to be restricted with a relationship or the confines of it or anything like that. And I think you're going to have a very difficult kind of time with that. But the good part is I'm seeing the King of Cups here in the upright with the Star card in the upright, which is an indication to me that you need to have hope that somebody else is going to come in. So this person is not going to come in until you let go of this other thing. The King of Cups is actually like the coolest guy out of the entire deck. I mean, that's someone who's totally in control of their emotions, someone who's empathetic, someone who would be a great partner, a great parent. You know, he's kind, he's a listener, all of that good stuff. The Star card in the upright, which is a card of Aquarius, is an indication that this is the Star card sometimes can be like soulmate material, you know, to be with a person that you're kind of meant to be with. But it's also a card of having hope and having faith that this, whatever you're holding on here, had to happen to a reason, because it had to pave the path for the person that's coming in next. The way I kind of look at it is you weren't ready for this person. So it's like the universe kind of throws this in your way so that you learn all these lessons and you kind of navigate this and learn a lot of things about yourself. And then once you become the best version of yourself, the best version for you will come in, okay, which is what I feel this King of Cups is actually. But I don't feel like you're going to see it right away. I think you have to, everything's a process, and you're going to have to go through processing those negative emotions that you have, because you can't have the commitment with this person that you wanted to. And once you kind of go through all that, which I believe is going to be sometime after January, then you're going to be preparing yourself for this other person to come in, and the person that you're meant to be with, that will see you for the shining star that you're intended to be. So I would kind of, you know, move on from this other person if you can. Easier said than done, I get it. In theory, it's great. In practice, not so much. But that's what I have for you all. Again, if it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM. We can easily set that up. Make sure you click on the link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling. And in there, I will have if they're seeing somebody else or interested in somebody else, and also something you do not know about them. Check out your 2022 sun and moon predictions that are in my playlist. 2021s are still in there. Check those out too. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, might get back on TikTok. Like, share, subscribe. Don't